Hi, welcome to Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Bison, and I forgot to pull up my intro again. This is Carnage Heights. We're going to be playing some Cyberpunk Red, and these wonderful people are brave enough to join me tonight. Let us start with Kraken.
Right when I muted myself. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Kraken. I'm Brilchan. I'm gonna play Kraken today. Our Dionysus of I forget it. No, not floppy. Okay.
Sloppy
Never mind.
Dionysus.
Sloppy. Yes. Sloppy. Close enough. I also play here under D20 Gaming on Fridays in the pirate game Ben Drowned. It's pirates versus zombies, a little darker game. And I'm very happy to be here and to find our beloved Chestnut and not to destroy him, even if he's bad. Kraken's gonna find a way to make him a friend.
Excuse me.
No problem.
Timing. Gross. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Let's go with Magic next.
Right. Hey, y'all. My name is Sarah. I am Sans on the Discord. I am here for right now 3 times a week. Here as Magic, Broken Heart of the Team, Silverlock. Yes, I do love that name so much. Uh, Thursday, I am the DM for the Fool's Gold campaign, King's Pyrite. This is probably our last session this week on Thursday. I'm very excited. And Sunday game, our 7th C, Shadow of the Watch. I misspelled that on my. I misspelled it on my notes. Vokterm as Rosa Nix, the horrible woman. So, other than that, I'm working on Tangor Productions, working with the Scarred Adventurer on stuff and things that'll come out eventually.
And lastly, let's go with the Scarred Adventurer.
Yes, speaking of me, hello, I'm the Scarred Adventurer. I'm here. What will likely this week, hopefully, be 4 nights a week. I got a thumbs up, so yeah, 4 nights a week. On Tuesdays, I play Red Death, the assassin that appears to have murdered everyone in someone's backstory. Murdered someone in everyone's backstory. On Thursdays you will find me playing Lucas Alexander motherfucking Warcrest. Love saying it that way. It's so much fun. On Saturdays you will find me playing something entirely brand new, and I haven't fully decided. We haven't fully decided everything. I think the first session is like character creation, so I'm looking forward to it. And on Sunday, you will find me playing Arthur Wolf, the man who lets his fists do the talking and his pelvis do the seducing. Otherwise, you'll find me, as mentioned previously, with Tango Productions, working to bring stuff.
Lastly, I am Bison_Stonefist. You can mostly find me on this channel. I'm here 3 nights a week. Tuesday I run this game. Congratulations, you found me. On Thursdays I play Encino. He is the big damn hero, and this time around, big is literal. On Sundays I play Gav the Grin. I used to call him our lovable dumbass, but I'm starting to call him the back alley Batman. That's on Shadow of the
That already Batman?
He doesn't have any stuff.
So Gav's budget broke. Batman.
Budget Batman.
I'm just saying back alley Batman. Batman's already in back alleys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Gav doesn't have any of the cool stuff that Batman does.
Really doesn't.
Yes, that's why budget Batman works a lot better.
He has a fancy hand.
But it doesn't
I love comics so too much.
It's about the rhyme.
Yeah. Cyberpunk Red is written by Mike Pondsmith and is published by R. Talsorian Games. Our VTT of choice is Roll20. Character art is done on Hero Forge. And yes, he did get the right ones on. I actually thought he messed up the characters for a sec. That's on me. Pixabay is where we got the background images, and we can thank Thunderscape 7 for making it background art. Before we begin, a word of warning. Cyberpunk is a world of dystopia, and people do what they have to in order to get by. Tragic backstories are a way of life in this game, and there's a lot of abuse and manipulation in them, and post-traumatic stress comes up a lot, especially with poor magic. Our players have an X card for when things get too heavy, but you guys in the cast don't, or in the audience, you guys in the audience don't. I'm not telling you not to watch the show. I'm just warning you ahead of time that some scenes may be not. I am on a roll today. Some scenes may not be suitable for all audiences. And don't do drugs. So let's begin. To steal a fact about a certain kickboxer, Red Death does not sleep, he waits. He does not dream, he plans. Tonight's plan is illuminating, to say the least. You see visions of cats and crows and dogs and a swirl of darkness. And then you're standing in the streets of Night City. A younger, more vibrant Night City than you remember recently, the Arasaka Tower standing tall above everything. Your cybernetics itch. Edgar pulled another one of his fucking pranks again, and you didn't have time to find the rash cream before your sensei told you to pack your shit for a trip across the ocean. Fade's voice was almost lost in the murmur of the crowd. Do not get lost in the glitz and glamour, Red. This city is a meat grinder, and today you will become a part of it. Today I am not your sensei. Here I am called Fade. He was like liquid moving through the crowd. Give me a... Oh, crap. I wrote the thing down, but not what school it's in. I believe it is awareness tracking.
15.
That's not quite right. He's not liquid. He's the boat. The packed streets seem to part for him. Even sticking to his heels, you find that keeping up with him is about all you can do. Jostled by bodies and occasionally sworn at. Look around you. So much variety, but one thing remains constant. Everyone here wears a mask. Give me social human perception, please.
It's going to be terrible.
A 1. You walk for a while. You still don't get the hang of it. The city is foreign to you. It's not like the dojo, which is quiet, secluded, and most importantly, unknown. He clicks his tongue. Even over the roar of people and the honking of traffic and just the general noise of a city in its prime, you hear it. You screwed up again. He's not happy.
What is it this time?
I told you to watch the crowds. Look at him. And he points to a tough-looking gangoon walking around, shoulders out, doing that douchebag walk that makes other people move for you. And as you watch him, someone, bumps into him and touches his leg. He reacts by just shoving him. And immediately the gun's out looking. And everyone kind of scatters. Look at his fear. The mask of confidence. He points to another person. a just random corpo drudge, suit slumped over, the weight of hundreds of hours of work just piling down upon him. And his is one you can catch. He's pissed. His face betrays nothing. He's just walking to work, but he's stomping. And when he needs to move around people, he goes shoulder first. A mask of rage, a mask of tranquility betrays the rage. The third one, you kind of watch them for a while. It's a bunch of really, really rich people. Just, looking down upon the rest of the world, secure in their, 300,000 Eddie car with the bulletproof glass and, state-of-the-art Chew 2 engine. But when another also fancy vehicle, a little bit newer, drives by, you can see the sneering. Masks of wealth to cover envy. Everyone here wears a mask, Red.
I understand that, Fade. But why does this matter?
To be part of this city, you must wear a mask of nothing. He turns to face you, and just as his features start to form memory in your mind, some big gonk bumps into you, and in that split second of distraction, he disappears. The scene shifts. You're on a rooftop, and night blankets the city. There's a sniper rifle in your hand. You've been sitting here for hours. Looking down the scope, you see an apartment bedroom, bay windows open. The laser mic picks up a domestic disturbance. The target's fighting with her girlfriend again. Sounds worse than usual. Might be enough to take action. There's crashing sounds and a lamp flies out the window. More swearing. A chair gets smashed and then there quiets down. There's crying, apologies, excuses made. Typical shitty relationship in Night City. You almost consider another night wasted until you hear the mantis blades come out. You inhale. It's okay, D. I can fix you. Exhale. A shower of sparks and blood. A screaming girlfriend, just now aware how close to death she was. Mission accomplished. The mid-morning sun glitters off your cybernetics as the agent in front of you jingles softly to an incoming call. It's Magic.
Hey. What's up?
Hey, are you able to meet us at the precipice?
Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
Thanks. We may have a lead. And
Great.
hangs up.
Red, I'd like you to add 2 to your human perception and streetwise skills.
Okay.
Magic and Kraken, do you two wait for Red when you arrive, or do you get to work right away?
I cannot get to work right away.
Magic is doing the researchy bits on her computer of locating Chester if we can, possibly looking for Chester's real name if we need to, basically following where the breadcrumbs are.
Okay.
I cannot try to help with a library search or something.
Okay, so do you guys leave the truck? Is what I'm asking.
Oh.
Molly.
I think not yet because it's
Or you wait
searching
till
on the net.
Yeah,
you'd
well,
wait till Red Death arrives.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we're doing things in the car to like have all of our information to be like "Argh,
All right.
ready to go.
Red, as you pull up in on your bike, you see Exit's truck, Molly, sitting in the parking lot in front of the precipice. The monk is sitting where he always is, an eviction notice taped to his forehead. No is written in red marker on the notice, with a bracketed "Niet" underneath. Brother Pup is sleeping soundly on a nest made of more eviction notices.
That's good. Good for them. All right. I get off the bike and I walk over to the truck and just kind of knock on the window.
Do you open the door or roll the window down?
Magic is engrossed in her computer and not thinking. Probably will just speak with it up, thinking that he can hear on the other side.
Kraken?
I think Kraken would try to get Odron to deliver a radio for Red Dead because he wants to have a radio on a mission.
Okay. So yeah. So when you walk up, you see Exit is on the phone. She'd actually stepped outside the vehicle to she's not on the phone. I keep forgetting she has an internal agent. She's kind of just talking to space. You know she's on the phone.
Yeah.
In the back seat of the truck is Magic and Kraken both kind of doing something on their computers.
Kraken would just click an R because
Oh
he
yeah, you've
has
got the
the
virtuality
yeah.
goggles. Yeah. So and then yeah, Exit kind of she's clearly busy. It sounds like she's talking to Bones. It sounds urgent. When you knock on the window, I guess Kraken rolls it down and immediately hands you a comm bead.
And immediately the window gets rolled back up.
No, we need this. We need this. We need this for you. You will get us tactical info, or not info, but you will tell us what to do tactically, so we won't get lost. And he would get the frequency right. And I will not take it from my account because it will go from the 150 that I gave to Exit.
Okay, that's great. So, as you're just kind of like sitting there, I'm guessing Red Death, or you just kind of
It's kind of waiting for them to tell me what the hell is going on.
yeah.
We got new info. It turns out that Chester has the right to the precipice, and
Not Zarafa.
Giraffe doesn't have the right to evict anyone yet. So we need to find Chester and probably fight him.
Which is, well, not fight, but just
Convince him.
do
With very
whatever
many
we
sharp
need
objects. I
necessary.
got it. And potentially one of those cloths and gasoline.
Exactly. Magic has not looked up. She is like still on her computer.
Yeah.
And if I have to, I will prove that he's not even who he says he is. I bet.
He isn't.
Anyone who they say they are? Night City.
Me.
Magic completely ignoring the question.
Well, you make the exception, not the rule.
Yes.
I found library search. I am ready.
All right. before we get to that, Gina runs up to Red Death and kind of like grabs his arm. She's clearly been sleeping in her makeup, and tears have streaked what's left. Tommy's been gone for 2 days. He was on this new stuff we've been buying and just wandered off. She's borderline hysterical.
When did you last see Tommy?
She kind of stammers out. It was a couple of days ago. They had been buying cracking what you recognize as Rainbow. And
Kraken is like, oh shit. I
But
needed the help
yesterday-
of a side to kick that.
but you saw Tommy yesterday.
Yeah, I helped him.
Exactly.
I nurse him back.
You took him to the clinic. Do you tell her that?
Yes, I would. I took him to the only place that can help him.
When you tell Gina where Tommy is, she looks at you like you kind of like to sort of say it over the window because you're still sitting in the car. She kind of makes a motion to get you to roll the window down.
He would,
Yeah.
and he would take out his agent, and he would bring her the map with the location.
About as soon as you get a chance to do that, she grabs your face in her hands, plants a like 5 or 6 second long, super deep kiss right on the lips.
Kraken
then
wouldn't react.
And then she's like, "Thank you for helping Tommy," she says very softly. And there's
That's
like
what
about,
neighbors are for.
you almost have time to say that before she takes off as fast as she can at a full sprint. You actually see her leap from the sidewalk to the road, kind of like how a little kid does. And yes, I stole that from Siosa on Sunday. And as she's in the air, rollerblade wheels pop out of her shoes, and she's just gone.
Kraken would just be sad, and he would say, I needed artificial intelligence to help me kick the habit. I don't think it would be good. It will be good for Tommy. Fucking Rainbow.
So we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's focus on what we can focus on for now. Where's Chester?
Agreed. Let me find him.
So this is where we're going to switch gears to investigation. It's a lot of the stuff is going to be kind of behind the scenes. You already made some headway yesterday with finding out that Chester still technically owns the property, which means it was never transferred, which means Giraffa doesn't know where he is.
So either A, he died in the explosion, or B,
He's still alive.
he's still alive.
So you have the run of the entire precipice, pretty much. You've got access to Exit's laptop that she used for keeping track of things here. She says she has to go before you guys sort of start off here. She's like, listen, Bones need me. The Rotten Johnnies tried to attack the Golden Bone. It didn't work out, but there's a lot of mess, and he needs all his fixers. Possible for me.
You'll do what you need to do.
You go.
Let us know if you need help.
just 1 second here. Maybe I'll try talking a little bit louder. Does that help?
Isn't your mic up?
It's
The-
maxed on.
Oh, okay.
Maybe there's a setting I'm missing.
No, because the microphone on your, maybe you are using a different one, because the one on your
that's a good
headset
question.
is up.
It's supposed to be this. Well,
This one.
here's hoping that yes, everything is okay. All right, where was I? Okay.
We got a laptop from Exit, and Exit is going to help
Yeah,
Bones.
she
We
gives.
got her laptop with the.
Yeah, she gives Magic like the password and everything, and where to find relevant rent stuff. To remind the audience, the party is looking for Chester Cheswick, the Giraffa employee who was introduced in the first session as the property owner of the precipice and is currently presumed dead after a bomb blew up the building he worked at. Yeah, anyways. So, there is Chester's old unit. There's the precipice itself. You can talk to the people that are still here. I need to mute Discord. Sorry. Just keeps popping up and distracting me. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, you guys have full reign of the precipice. You can look at exits records. You can look at the apartment.
I cannot try to go to Chester's apartment and check electronic security tech for with his tech tool for any
Magic,
secret
before
compartments.
we go through Chester's stuff,
Mhm.
wants to make sure there's no booby traps or it's not trapped in any sort of way.
Like physically?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 sec here. I'm just
I got a 20 in tactics. Does that help?
are you looking in the apartment?
I'm gonna look for booby traps because it's one of those. If Magic shares this idea,
Yeah,
one
I'm
of
kind
us
of
is
assuming
more
that you guys are
more
just sort of
built.
like all brainstorming right now.
I'm just assuming Red is a bit more built to work
Yeah.
out.
Traps are certainly his thing. Sorry, Magic.
Not anything against Magic. It's just
No. I'm legitimately curious to see. Okay, yeah, no, you'd be better at tactics than I am. It was just me like doing the math of like, wait, what? No.
Stat bonuses plus skills. All right, 20. When you get into Chester's apartment, it's as previously referred in a previous episode, it got turned upside down. There's pretty much everything. If there's a drawer, it's been tossed into the middle of the room. If there were papers, they were, rifled through. It's been, I don't remember, like a week or so,
Yep.
a narrative amount of time.
They took the huge stack
Yeah,
of
they took the server.
Yeah.
server.
And you can see where they cut the cables. You do not know where the cables go, or even what they were for.
would my cyber eyes be able to give me any benefits to looking around?
I was kind of getting to that. Like, you
Sorry.
have low light vision.
I have low light, infrared, and UV.
Okay. What would that bring up? With attack, you're looking for traps currently. For that, I would say, you don't you find some like weird like sprays, like something's been sprayed that shows up on your UV. As far as infrared, there's a not insignificant number of mice in the area now. Cyber eyes, I have dark vision. But as far as traps or listening devices, You found the one by the door. You're pretty sure that one's Bones's. So, but there aren't any other traps. It doesn't look like they were expecting people to come back.
I'm asking, would it be a tracking rule to see if someone has come through here recently?
Yes, there would be.
Probably everybody in Humadra in the
16.
Monk Dock.
The back window has been broken into recently. Within the last couple weeks.
The one that Red Dead broke.
I wonder how that happened. You're pretty sure the goblins have been through here. So anything that's worth credits is probably gone. Like you notice there's a significant lack of steak knives. One of them may have been used on magic. Wait, no, those were plastic. So those could have been from anybody. Yeah, you don't notice any traps. It doesn't look like they were expecting anybody to come back. They just wanted what they wanted and then left.
Draken would take out his tech tool and try to find some secret compartments with electronic security tech.
All right, that's the wrong page.
It's 18.
18. You don't find anything electronically other than the power conduit that appears to be like, because you go over to the cables because you never really had a chance to think about it sober, so there's actual logic involved this time, because you couldn't figure out what was in those servers. You just did what you did and you left.
Yes.
The cables are actually just check here. Yeah. You rolled 18 on the security tech. So
I can spend luck if it's too low.
No, 18 is actually
I think it's pretty good.
Pretty decent, yeah. He actually only rolled a 3, but it's Kraken, so he's got bonuses up the wazoo.
Yeah.
You don't really see anything. Like, you notice that it's high capacity data transfer. If you had power tools and most of an afternoon, you could probably salvage the copper, but that would take a while.
Yes.
And from the way that they're angled, they're heading off the property.
I think we should follow the wires.
Okay. While you were doing that, you were like just sifting through papers because it's a mess. You kind of have to like kick piles of shit just to get to other piles of shit. And you find what did they find, Bison? Maybe keep up the fucking sheet.
You're doing great.
You find a address written on, well, you don't actually find the piece of paper itself. You find the imprint on the notepad from the sheet underneath it. And it's an address, and it's circled like 4 times. Give me a deduction roll. That's in education, I believe.
Me or everybody?
Currently just Kraken.
Deduction, body. No, dance, control.
Yeah, because my deduction is crap.
Awareness.
It's
No,
in
Oh, my deduction's really good.
It's in education.
Oh, education, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
1 moment. I love this shit. Deduction, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
13. You recognize this address, but you can't pin it from where.
He would show it to Magic. I found this. I know it's somewhere, but I don't know where. You are more local than I.
Can I roll deduction?
Yep.
15.
15. You look at the postal code and you're pretty sure it's in Northside, but it's kind of escaping your grasp. Northside isn't exactly a part of town that you really frequented ever.
Mhm.
It's mostly docks and warehouses and the marina.
Have
I have to roll a 10 or better to get
Kraken, have you ever been to
in
the
15.
docks or the marina up in North?
Yeah, I go there all the time. I bought this
But
one-shot
why?
pistol there, and he shows you a really crappy pistol with really pretty etchings on it. It's just like useless. Why put so
A
much
tourist
work in
gun.
such a pistol here?
Why were you going up there all the time?
Drugs and
Stands to
good
reason.
restaurants.
Good restaurants. Kraken, give me a local expert roll. Actually,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and
I
I'm
also-
gonna put 5 points of luck in that to
Okay.
boost it, and it's no, not it's local expert. Night City, yes, okay. I think it's this one.
It was the warehouse that you and here went to meet Cheshire.
Oh, it's this fucking Catman's hideout. Fuck him. Oh, I can kill him now. That's a cool idea.
Well, Red can.
Fantastic.
Kraken, roll me 2d6.
2d6, okay.
Did I did I do a thing in the chat on accident?
What the Catman do?
No, my notes. Because I was just like making notes. I had a thought. And then I went, wait,
Okay.
no, what? Magic wouldn't know this.
5 and a 1.
All right. So boop, boop. All right. So yeah, so you know that for some reason he had that location circled. Why would he have that address at all? Is the real question.
Okay, so Chester is either working with Catman and or trying to find information about him to sell to somebody.
That's about all you can really find in here.
Do we want to just run off on a wild goose chase and see if we can go and
There are other above board, there are many other things to do here at the precipice still.
I wanna do a library search.
Um,
The
yeah, so
data
does
from
magic.
exit, maybe.
Okay, what are you searching? We'll ask Magic first.
So she wants to see because Kraken said there's a tie between Chester and Cheshire,
Mhm.
right? So I want to see if Chester also owns the building that Cheshire's in.
Okay. That will be a library search.
I'm so sorry.
Bless you.
That's okay, dude. Kraken, what are you searching?
I wanna search exit's laptop to maybe find some more connections
Magic.
about Chester in the datas
Oh
that
shit, that was an accident.
Exit has.
You don't find anything. When you look up the owners, where what you find is that it's a it's a numbered company.
Mhm.
So there's pretty much no real information on who owns it.
Where is labor research once again?
Education.
Education below
Education.
deduction.
Okay.
And sorry, Kraken, could you remind me what you were looking for?
I want to search a laptop from Exit to find some more background information on Chester. Maybe somebody missed something or find some new connections.
Okay. So let's call that a library search. 19.
Right.
What you find on the laptop is it's mostly like rental agreements, signatures, for said rental agreements, payment records, who lived where and in what unit for how long. Some of them were like a couple of days, some of them were, a few months. Most of them are long term. Let me think here. But a lot of it is like spreadsheets, just tons of data that you're sure could be used for something, but it's kind of outside your
Abilities.
yeah. Kraken doesn't really know much about renting.
Definitely. It's more of a squatter type.
Exactly.
It turned off, sorry.
Oh, okay. No
It
worries.
does it sometimes.
Oh, we lost somebody. Who's gone?
No, I'm back. I'm very sorry.
All right, no worries. All right, so Kraken brings the laptop to you guys, and he says, this is what I've found.
Are there any rental agreements for places that aren't in the precipice?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Like, is there any like transfer of money and like showing of rental properties that are outside this area?
Magic, give me a deduction roll.
14.
14.
Maybe you could spend luck because it's regenerate every turn and we don't use it very much.
It's regenerated every session, and you can use up to your luck stat.
No. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't to do with anything else. I rolled, and then I rolled poorly.
It's like you've seen assassination contracts shorter than some of these rental agreements. It's like, why is there so many words?
Give me
a look. Some of my assassination contracts have been kill this person, this much money.
Exactly. Like you're the ones that usually get stipulations attached to them.
Those
are usually
Magic,
complicated
do you
ones.
have any bureaucracy ability? Maybe
yes,
that would help.
I do. Can I try that?
You can absolutely try that. I will take
18.
That. 18. Okay. And
I also have criminology. Education is her
that's her wheelhouse.
That's her stats.
Yes. So
the stats are all for killing people.
Yeah, because when I think CEO, I think bureaucracy.
Yeah. So what you do is you get from a quick phone call to Bones, because he knows that Exit's busy, to get his copy of the reports. you know that the first thing of forensic accounting is double check the records.
Mhm.
Every month that Bones showed that the rent was short, rent had actually been collected on time. And you guys know that from when you started, the precipice was struggling. People weren't paying rent. Bones was barely breaking even on it. But these records show that rent's been collected. Like, it's clever. It's not like in the main spreadsheet. It's in like individual records that are hidden behind other folders. Whatever Chester was, he was certainly a heavy note taker.
Yeah, she'll show both Kraken and Red the best she can of like, this is not adding up.
So he took the money for himself.
It's
Or
a
for
classic
someone
skin.
else.
It's a classic skin.
Yeah.
Red has
Kra-
nothing to add. He's just waiting for the location so he can go and murder this guy.
Kraken would send that information to Bones.
Bones is the one who
Yeah.
helped me get it. He
Yeah.
already has it.
No, but he doesn't know what we now know. He
True.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Red, you're feeling kind of, I don't want to say useless, but you feel like your skills could be used elsewhere. And it's kind of frustrating listening to the brainy folk talk about, like spreadsheet this, quarterly earnings that, just blah, 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 blah. This is why you became an assassin. Not really, but you became an assassin because you had no choice.
Oh, he became an assassin because the job market sucks.
Yeah, the job market does suck.
Also, deny, defend, depose. Also,
What?
We don't condone that. Yes,
Don't
we
say
do,
it.
but we don't.
Don't say it.
So yeah, Red, you kind of just, you're like, you're gonna take a walk.
Yeah.
There's too much math in here. And you
math.
yourself...
The numbers of words.
You sort of, you do your little kind of just sort of peruse tactical checking corners and stuff, and you find yourself near the monk. He's still got the eviction notice written on his face, and he's like, "It sounds like you're busy in there. I'm afraid I was never very good at riddles. Crossword puzzles, I'm spectacular at those.
I'd be pretty good at the Sudoku myself.
What does the knight ask of me?"
You wouldn't happen to know where Chester would be? Or who's the person that keeps giving you these eviction notices?
That was one of the children. And he, points to I just thought it would be more useful to send a message. We're not going anywhere.
Understood.
As to your other question, I have often seen someone watching the property from across the street. I could not make them out in the shadows, but they were most certainly there. Perception 26. You look over to where you think the monk is referring to.
Mm-hmm.
It's across the street. It's a great place to spy. Like, your senses, I guess, immediately went to that corner and be like, "Yep, that's where he'd be going." Do you go take a look?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. You cross the street, you hear gunfire, but it's Carnage Heights. You always hear gunfire.
When I stop hearing gunfire in Carnage Heights, I'll be worried.
You go over to the corner and it's clearly been set up. by somebody. There's, a conveniently placed dumpster, the uncollected garbage bags are, specially placed to deter observation. Give me a awareness perception just to look at it.
20.
You gotta love that combat awareness bonus. It just makes you feel just that much better.
It's just a 1.
I know, but it still looks nice.
It does.
It's surprisingly clean. Despite the fact that it's covered in, like, the area around it is basically garbage. You think at one point this person may have slept here. Obviously not comfortably, but there is like a change of clothes, just sort of baggy, hobo shit. But it's carefully folded, and despite all the dirt on the outside, the inside is clean. Like the interiors, like the lining and stuff, that's all clean, like spotless.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think here, making stuff up.
Corpos don't like getting their hands dirty.
Oh.
Or at least not the kind of dirty we get.
It's weird though, because even though, corpos don't like to get dirty, Chester has kind of tried to present himself as the local boy made good. That most of the people who live around here who are from Carnage Heights know him. And for the most part, people either don't have an opinion on him or it's neutral bordering on positive.
It doesn't happen in Night City.
Nobody hates this guy that you've met.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in Night City.
Have you met yourself?
Magic doesn't like him.
Kraken loves him in a platonic way.
And a slightly non-platonic way. Nice little mix of both.
Just keep things
Interesting.
Yep, keep things interesting.
You're happy to keep everything above the belt, but if it drifts below.
Let me think. Do you gather up the clothes? Do you even disturb the site at all?
I don't. I don't want anyone to know that I was in this area.
At all?
Really?
Okay.
There's a part of me that wants to set everything on fire, but that's because
Red would know that
Everyone's a little
Kraken loves
nicer,
snow
but-
cows.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if it's back shit.
When you come back to the precipice, the monk asks you, "Did you find answers or more questions?"
A little bit of both.
Of course.
Someone has been watching you.
I am just a monk.
Are we ever just anything?
That is fair. But the question becomes, why would they watch me? And were they watching me?
I think you were among the things they were watching. Whether or not you were being watched in particular is up to debate. Because even still, you would know why you would be being watched. And if you can think of no good reason for you being watched, then you were likely just being observed.
Observed I shall remain.
Then be good
Magic.
friend.
Sorry?
Then be good friend.
You as well. So you've gone through Chester's place. You've gone through Chester's laptop, more or less. You have one address. What do you guys do next?
I got one more idea for
What's that?
Chester's place, and it's the last thing. I was thinking about hooking up, like electricians have some kind of meters to hook up to cables. Could Kraken, using his tech back and computer and the things in his head, to search where those high power cables go, like
think you
track the current.
All right. Give me a I was gonna call it a MacGyver roll. But
Maybe tech maker, basically.
yeah, tech maker.
Uh,
Which I think is
expertise. So I think is this
yeah, I
one.
think
Oh no,
expertise
it's
would be-
upgrade and not upgrade, not fabrication. Maybe just basic tech. It's in education, I think.
yeah. No, technique.
Technique, okay. Because I wanted to use some maker ability, but there is none who treat basic tech.
21. So you kind of cobble together with what you've got, a sort of kind of a short range voltimeter. You sort of you follow there's leftover charge kind of just still trickling through because they cut the cables, but they obviously didn't cut whatever the power source is.
Yeah.
So Magic, you see as you're kind of sitting in Exit's office, you see Kraken like walk back to Molly a couple of times to grab stuff. Because I'm just kind of saying Kraken has like a box of miscellaneous shit
Yeah,
that he can use for inventions.
he would.
And he cobbles together this little voltimeter. It's kind of like
Yeah,
one
because
part.
15 is quite good
Yeah.
for stuff
Yeah,
like that.
the 21 basic tech. That's a pretty
Yeah.
decent roll. So, and then you see him like walk back with kind of like almost like a metal detector meets dowsing rod sort of deal.
Mhm.
And you see Kraken, he goes to the fence and he comes back and he goes around the fence. And then he follows that, and you're probably following this damn cable for like an hour and a half.
Mhm.
You're
Before Kraken like fully leaves,
Mhm.
Magic is gonna start like packing up her stuff and then try and look for Red.
Kraken would use the new radio that he gave to Red. And there would be another for Magic, because there was when he would say, I'm gonna follow the cable. I'm onto something. And the radios were immediate.
So Red
Oh.
How you
Kraken
know
is saying
where I'm going?
Kraken is saying this as he's walking past you. So you hear
Yes.
it in your ear and in your radio and like in your surroundings.
Yeah.
And Magic just responds back, okay, I guess I'll go to the address.
No. It's too scary. I ask here. Here was sober then. He's got info how it looked.
I I can change the way I look so they won't recognize me. And I can go undercover.
They might
Act like
kill
I'm a.
you.
They're not going to kill a pretty girl looking to buy drugs.
Mm.
There's some filthy, disgusting clothes over there. Although they're clean
Where?
on the inside.
Close. No close.
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
Kraken. You're focused on this.
Am I? Okay, I
Am I?
am.
All right. So as Kraken is basically bloodhounding his way, trying to find this cable, I would like Kraken to give me a body athletics check, please.
Okay. And I'm
Because
gonna sink my last 2 points of luck to that because I got some luck. And,
Whoa, you
a
didn't need it.
27. Okay.
Okay.
Um
So 30.
so
No,
how am I going to play this out? You look up, and from what you can gather, you're pretty sure you know where these cables are going. But between you and where you think the cables are going is about a 50-foot chasm with ruined girders and construction and what was once part of Night City and has partially slipped into the crater is what you are now faced with. However, like
Ninja powers activate.
yeah, pretty much. Your brain starts to kind of like, you watch the momentum of things and you're like, this is like being a kid back in the slums, having fun jumping around. And the goblins would be impressed with this feat of agility. A 27 is insane. He almost exploded twice, if that's even a thing. I don't know. I've never seen it happen. Because you got an 18 and a 9. So yeah, you make your way across. You strap your thing to your back and, you know, N64 era platform your way across. And you get to a small hut made of corrugated steel, which is, you don't think that would be the hiding place of a server. And it's locked.
Picklock?
Sorry?
Maybe I can try to picklock the
Pick the
ability
lock?
picklock.
I fairly certain that's basic tech, but let me just double check here.
There is an ability picklock because
Yes, you're right.
Kraken did steal some rubbing alcohol
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
technique.
using picklock.
Yeah, it's in
I think
technique.
it's a technique, yeah. If it doesn't work, you can always just get a blowtorch.
Have you seen Red Death's lockpick? Dang.
Again. 13.
13. The lock is a little bit more sophisticated than what your tools would let you use. It's still a physical lock.
So
but
he would take out the blowtorch and start to use the blowtorch, and we can cut back later.
I was just gonna say, so we'll cut to Red Death and Magic. The North Side Warehouse District is fairly sparse. It's, like I said, mostly warehouses. In various states of use. Some of them are just abandoned and empty. Others are teeming with life and workers. You see, crowds around employment offices. You see all sorts of commercial ventures, like 30 different courier services. Like you turn around and there's another guy in a delivery truck that's a different color, and it zooms by. And you get to this warehouse. It's just honestly, you would walk past it 1,000 times and not think about it because it looks like every other warehouse on the block. You don't actually give me a perception check, both of you guys.
Where is
15.
that?
I rolled
Oh,
crap.
awareness.
18.
18. Red, you're busy looking for shooters. Magic notices the camera. Actually, Kevin made a little thing. Shooters is a bunch of bars in Prince George, my hometown. There's like 4 of them. They're all terrible. But that's beside the point.
After all this math, I need a stiff drink.
Yeah, right.
That,
After all
that
this, man,
things to
I need some
serve.
shooters. Magic, you notice the camera that's pointed at the door from across the street.
Yeah, before we walk up, kind of stop Red. They have a camera watching the door.
How far is it, and how difficult a shot would it be to make it with a silenced pistol?
Can I try my idea first?
Oh, maybe
Fine.
Magic
Would always
could
turn to violence.
do the wardrobe change. Wardrobe and style to
Oh,
mask
yes,
herself,
Magic
because
has a
you
plan.
said you wanted to do that.
Yeah, Magic. Yeah, she's picking up a couple of the more scantily clad stuff from the bags. She has changed her hair very
Neon
very
pink?
blonde.
Ah.
And actually, yeah, I kind of like the idea of neon pink like streaks through her hair, trying to make her look like a rave girl. With these almost technic color like blue eyes.
Okay, so give me a personal grooming and then wardrobe and style rolls. Those are both in social. And you get your +2 for your Kelly
Okay,
skin.
wardrobe and
tech
style
items.
is 14. Personal grooming is 10.
As a quick question, is there a way with the awareness? Did I at all manage to see a way into the warehouse that isn't the front door?
Not from where you are. These warehouses tend to only have one fire exit and then one like warehouse door entrance. And they tend to be on opposite sides. The street doesn't see a whole lot, but there's a back alley that's just basically one big ass fucking parking lot.
Kraken
And then
wouldn't
that's where
know
the-
that, but
Yeah.
if they found here, they would know that there were some high-powered wielding AK-47 guys. Because Kraken was too high to know.
Those guys
If
were actually
they-
using crushers, which are an
Yeah.
automatic shotgun, well known in Night City.
Red is
People-
while Magic is getting all ready. Red's actually going to try to disappear and find his way into the.
With a 22.
Yes,
All right.
I hope that's good enough.
That's very good.
Yeah, we did not tell Magic.
Oh, he will mention that he's going to watch from a kind of try to find from a watch from a distance,
Okay.
so he can like he'll be nearby, but he'll also be.
Just keep me on comms, okay?
The point of them, isn't it?
And then you turn away for a second, and then he's gone.
He really needs to
Like a
teach me
red
that.
shadow.
It's almost like he learned it from his master or something. Anywho, Magic, you got to work with what you have, right? You know,
Yeah.
it's not easy. You know, looking like a street rat is easy. but looking like a street rat that's looking for a fix and also wants to party. A little bit harder without actual wardrobe with you. You make do.
Yeah.
Red's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, you did that thing.
Again.
Yeah, but at least told you this time.
Yeah.
So
Going in the front door. Let's go.
yeah. Actually, roll me a d10 and add your base luck stat.
12.
12. As you're walking up, you kind of like you almost get hit by this car, which immediately the party's just like, car, she has such bad luck with cars. But this vehicle drives past you and then parks, and then a gaggle of college kids pour out, like way more than this thing should be able to hold. Kevin's like, I know what that's like. Just piling out of this thing and like racing across the street to the door.
Can I pass as one of these kids? Better than as like someone who's trying to get their fix.
Give me a what do I want to call this?
Acting?
We could call it performance. We could also go with. Is there not a deception roll?
There's not.
There
I think
isn't.
acting would be deception.
Something. Let's call it persuasion.
Okay. 15.
15. Your lingo's a little off. You didn't actually go to university here, so you don't know the local jazz.
All I can imagine is Magic going, "Oh my god, you guys! Like, are we ready to go in?" And like, just all the
Get crying.
terrible,
Oh yeah,
get crunked.
Get your
That's like,
get your
my
Zoomer on. Hello, fellow children. Yes.
Yes.
Magic's not much older than these kids. Like these are like 19 and 20-year-olds. Magic's
21.
21 exactly.
Just.
Yeah, give or take.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you guys all
No,
kind of
she's
just sort of pile
25.
in. When the door opens,
How long have Red and Magic known each other?
They met when she was 18.
Okay, 3 years then.
We said 7 at one point.
Let's just call it 5 and say I met you. When you were
Yeah, there we
16.
go.
anywho,
Anyways, retconning done live and in person.
yeah,
Figuring out character backstories because we've never done that.
when character
Retcon is
Yeah.
by Red Death.
yeah, when character backstories are made up on the fly.
Improv.
Retconning happens. Exactly. Acting.
You
So
thought
yeah.
I was asleep, didn't you? Acting.
So yeah, you guys, you walk in. The guard frisks you, Magic. Frisks everybody as they walk in. Give me a I want to.
Yeah, she would have given her stuff over to Red.
Yeah, but give me a conceal reveal object roll.
Where?
That's in
That's
in awareness.
Yeah, it's right next to concentration.
A 10.
That was a crit fail.
That was a crit fail. She rolled 11.
You rolled
minus
2
1.
ones.
Yeah.
Somehow managed to roll 2 ones.
I'm really bad at this, y'all.
She actually would have been okay if she hadn't rolled Garbo.
Can we re-roll that? That doesn't seem very on brand for the character. I'm sorry.
The guy finds your he finds the comm bead, and he just turns it off, gives you a look.
My boyfriend like wants me to keep it on me. He's kind of, creepy like that.
Give me a social persuasion.
Where is that? Where's
Social.
persuasion?
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, he buys it. It's like, does it have to look like your Secret Service? Fuck.
I don't know. He bought it off the cheap.
Whatever.
This is a comment on you, Kraken.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever.
Oh, wait.
just-
So Red and Kraken just hear like magic disconnected.
Yeah. He's just like, just next time you want to buy drugs, don't bring it. It makes you look like a cop.
Yeah. Like, he's just like super protective.
Oh my God, Sadie, you're holding up the line.
Sorry.
God, why did you bring her?
Red's either managed to get in already somehow and is in the rafters, or is one of the teenage girls that is trying to get in. It's like blonde wig and just
It's like Team Fortress 2 is just a face on like
No.
a piece of cardboard.
no, it's not even that. It's just like a blonde wig over top of everything else he's wearing.
All right, you rolled ridiculous on that.
Yes,
Stealth roll.
I want Red in a blonde wig. And
Like on top of the motorcycle helmet. That's what it is.
I'm seeing it right now, looking at the roll, the Hero Forge picture.
Shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have
That's
looked.
funny. That's funny.
Let's do it.
Anywho, so you do the sensible thing and you sneak around back. I'm gonna keep using your 22 on stealth. From the other side, it just looks like another just another shipping warehouse. Crates are being moved on by forklifts. There's one guy in a yellow hard hat who's yelling at everybody else. He's clearly the supervisor. But they're busy. They're busy dealing with their own shit. As you round the corner trying to like jump the fence and get in, some dipshit dumps a load. And there are cabbages everywhere.
My cabbages. Sorry.
There it is. And so they're busy with the cabbages. And you sneak in and give me a perception roll.
17.
17. This warehouse isn't as big on the inside.
It's like a reverse TARDIS.
A retardus. Sorry.
We shouldn't say that.
I apologize for that ahead of time, or beyond the time. So A, I would like to apologize for that. It just slipped out. B, I think it's an incredible pun, so I'm not sorry for that. Anyways, so you make your way to the back. People are not watching the ninja in the corner. They're too busy doing their jobs and making their 5 eddies an hour. You get to the back, and I would like you to give me another perception roll. Actually, give me a concealed reveal object. 29, never mind. We'll ignore that. You critted, and you find one of the windows is to an office that's not actually there. So you open that window, and you sort of climb in, close it behind you. You're in like a crawl space almost, except vertical, like a space in between spaces.
A bit like
It's
a
about-
dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
Well, like the space a dumbwaiter would go into.
Yeah. It's about a meter wide, and it stretches the entire width of the warehouse. You don't have any problem seeing because of your special eyes and shit.
I have dark vision.
Dark vision. So
Hashtag
notice
cyberpunk dark vision.
And a chainsaw arm.
So you look around, it's cleanish. You know, it's not like people leave garbage here or anything, but it's not like somebody goes here every week and vacuums. So there's several months of dust. Thank God you have a mask
And nasal filters.
and nasal filters, even better. No
I've
sneezing.
got a
for
bunch
you.
of stuff.
No sneezing for you. But every once in a while is like a little porthole, about this big, at eye level, and there's one every like 15 feet.
I do want to look into one of these portholes.
Okay. When you do, you see I want to use the term opium den to get the vibe. There's a multicolored haze in the room.
Lawrence, I don't think these are clarinets at all.
Who said that? I'm surrounded by elephants. It's more than just purple haze. There's like a full bag of melted Skittles in here. There are, people in various stages of undress, making out, getting high, walking around with like silver platters with various cups. They're labeled. And as you sort of peek in, you see a gaggle of college kids kind of sort of filter in. And that's sort of we half shift to Magic and Red Death. They're kind of watching the same scene.
A lot of group sex, I'm assuming.
It's just people enjoying their euphoria. Is the most safe
I know.
for work. The most safe for work way I can put it is they're enjoying.
I just said it. I said it the way I said it, just to make Sans a little uncomfortable.
I was already uncomfortable.
I do it with love, not with
I know.
malice.
Yeah. So yeah, there are, people walking around with drugs. Red Death, you notice in every corner there is somebody behind like a sheer like a sheer curtain. There is a man standing with a crusher shotgun pointed into the middle of the room, or where it would do the most damage. In not the center of the room, but like the wall closest to Red Death, in the middle, lying on a gigantic pile of pillows and shit, is a male presenting exotic. Exotics are people who have undergone extensive reconstructive cybernetics to make themselves look like mostly animals. This one is a cat. The entire head is that of a human, or that of a cat. And
would Magic have gotten a description from Kraken of what Chester looks like?
Yes,
this is not Chester, but this is absolutely Cheshire.
Oh, Cheshire. Sorry.
Yeah, you would recognize Catman.
Okay.
Not Cheshire.
Yeah, if not entirely just by reputation, you realize that this is the guy. And he's like,
give several descriptions.
Yeah. Welcome to the Pleasure Palace, Chumbas. How can I make your night so much better?
That's when my player's brain goes completely blank on what we're supposed to be looking for.
So I'm actually going to sort of weave that in. Magic, you've dealt with some, the lowlifes of the world. You've never been to a drug den like this. The last time you were even close to one, Red Death sat you down, said, "Hold on, I'll be back," and then pulled out 3 grenades. Exactly, pulled out some grenades.
Magic hasn't been allowed to go on the dangerous stuff.
Yeah, it's like, "I'll be right back." Ah, my leg! That kind of stuff. I don't know. So to see one of these from a first person perspective, it's a lot. Everybody here is high. You're pretty sure you're high right now. In fact, give me a resist drugs.
No! Oh god, no!
This is where nasal filters become very
That's
useful.
body. Sorry,
Body. I skipped over it. 12.
12. At the end of Cheshire's little proclamation, you start to feel it. Poor Magic's a
Please not
lightweight.
rainbow.
She doesn't drink. Kevin, you sat down at the perfect time. Magic's getting high for the first time. So yeah, you start to feel it and you start to taste colors. You're currently walking through a cloud of blueberry.
A whole new world starts playing.
Yeah, you don't know where you do not know where the music came from. And you're having a great time already.
Yeah, Magic's first thought is, oh fuck, is this how Kraken always felt? Now I feel bad.
Give me an endurance test, because one of the people with silver platters comes up to you and holds out.
It's in body.
That's body as well. I'm sorry.
14.
14.
Is Red seeing this?
Yes.
Now spend some luck, maybe.
Red, I'd like a human perception test from you.
Please, Red, help.
Magic,
re-roll
how
that.
many look you
Please.
have, maybe?
It gave me an error. Can I get you to roll it again?
13.
13.
Even worse.
If I need to add any luck to it, I'll add luck to it.
Meets it, beats it. Or is that, I like to actually say tie goes to the player. So you start to see, as these people are coming in, there's definitely going to be something in the air, because Magic walks in and you can see the facade fall after about 15 seconds. Yeah, you start to see her smile and her eyes kind of glaze over.
Oh crap, I've never seen her this happy before. Something's wrong.
And someone comes up to her and hands her a little cup. And you watch her look at the cup, really look at the cup, like just, and then she takes it. Magic, I need you to roll resist drugs again.
11. I went down.
God.
You're wherever you are right now, Magic, it's not Night City.
Uh-huh. Is she on a bad trip?
She's on a great trip.
Okay.
She's having a absolutely ballin' time. You are,
magic
however,
in the air
addicted
and
to
colors
rainbow.
all around us.
You are, however, addicted to rainbow.
Shit.
Exit's going to be
So
so mad
mad.
at you.
Red's
So
just going.
mad.
Red is just going to tie you to a radiator and just wait for you to sweat it out.
No, it doesn't
That's not
work
how
that
drugs
way.
work in Night City.
Not how
I
it works.
know.
You're just gonna hurt her.
Kevin laughs and Kraken.
Kraken with me.
Kraken, can you
I
send me that
have to be
information?
friend or artificial intelligence to get all
So,
this. You gave me so much shit.
Kraken,
Send me the modifiers. and
your
such.
addict senses are tingling. You're not sure why. You sneeze for some reason. And your ears are burning. You don't. Just that moment passes. And you're going through the motions of trying to tech your way through this door.
He didn't even notice that the radio went out.
That blowtorch makes a lot more noise than you think.
Yes.
Acetylene's hard to come by. A high time knife. And
I'm just happy I got the reference.
so yeah, you eventually get this door open. When in doubt, apply blowtorch. Apparently works. And you open this door and you find another server. It's big. It's
Hello,
black
baby.
and red.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
You see, it's a big black and red server. It hums ominously. The room is surprisingly cold. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
That's in awareness.
She is now addicted to rainbow.
That's way too funny.
Yes.
She was just addicted to work. Now it's to drugs too.
Well, that's going to make the next business meeting really interesting.
Look, I will
Sunday.
take you seriously when you stop. I will take you seriously when you stop having a dog for a head.
Kraken, you notice in the corner that there is several vents. They appear to be pumping cold air from somewhere into this fucking shack. Who they are and where somewhere is another matter entirely. But there's a server. You're a net runner.
Yes.
It displays a Wi-Fi signal.
He just wants to look at it, check what's there.
Just do a little sort of surface scan.
Just a little.
All right.
Just a tiny bit.
Give me an interface roll as you're basically kind of
Okay.
sniffing. Because that's a real thing hackers do.
And yeah, he would sniff, he would kiss it. Interface, yes. Roll interface, and now I have to put 0 into this. Yes, submit, and now it's 10. So
Okay.
not that great.
That's actually not bad because interface is a roll that's just straight. You don't get a whole lot of bonuses to it. It's Scarred, that's actually almost exactly Smash. It's basically malt liquor MDMA. Anywho. So you sniff. This is an extremely high-tech server. Like you kind of gathered that. And it's just layers and layers and layers of security. It appears
too much for me.
It appears to be very geared towards high volume data transfer. Like it explains the cables. Like this thing was made to move large amounts of information very quickly.
He would
I'm very
start to
excited for
think I
Magic.
was made for loving you, baby, to the server.
Give me another interface roll as you
Okay.
basically do the Netrunner equivalent of trying to pick up artist your way into the server.
Submit.
A 19.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, crit.
apparently, yeah, he critted 14 plus 5. Apparently, Kiss was a very good choice.
The server
Your-
really like his singing.
yeah, you're kind of you kind of sweet talk the server. The password key was involved, or did actually have "I was made for loving you, baby" involved in it. It was like a multi-level thing. It lets you in, and
Hey, baby, you want to rock and code all night?
give me give me a body endurance roll.
Endurance. Okay. It's not. No, where is it? Sorry.
It's a body.
Yeah. I just have endurance 6.
Another crit. Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to say you're knocked flat on your ass by the amount of information you get hit with, but
25. 6
You-
plus 9.
yeah, another crit. This is
Not a
Kraken.
rainbow he used to take means
Yeah.
that this
Yeah,
is nothing to him.
Somebody's on Rainbow. Kraken's rolling well tonight.
It never had to be Kraken.
Yes. No, let's get the whole team addicted.
Yeah, right. Snorted more data than this on Saturday night. Yeah, the sheer volume of data that hits you is like a freight train. But you've talked to AI personally and had them call you friend.
His
It's
autistic and ADHD mind, recently diagnosed, is very happy now.
yeah,
Finally, something
you
for his
basically
speed.
just hold your hands out because this is how it feels like to you, because
Yeah.
I like net running this way more than the way it is in the game with mechanics and shit.
Yes.
It washes over you and you just start picking out pieces of information. This server was originally Arasaka,
This.
but it was stolen from a very high security location. Its purpose was to disseminate an artificial intelligence. The server it was patched to was a backup location for whatever this thing was originally used for. It has most recently moved an AI to the data pool. And you look at the timestamp for it, and that was when you hacked that server and let Chairdog out.
Yep.
But as for what it was used before, it says alternate personality storage.
What Kraken know about Soul Killer?
For Kraken and most netrunners in the 2040s, Soul Killer is one of those
Urban legends.
The script kiddies are all like they try to like beef up their cells by saying they used a piece of Soul Killer code, shit like that. The hard hats, the ones that really dig into systems, they talk about Soul Killer like it's the boogeyman. The guys who know are fucking terrified of this shit. But the way it's coded, it's not what you've heard about from people who have seen Soul Killer or seen a Soul Killer personality. which most netrunners treat like ghosts.
Mm.
But it's bigger than anything you've ever seen.
Reckon we would use this situation to send a message to Cherdok, like, thank you for helping me. I got a friend who also need help with the same thing. He's thinking about Tommy. He doesn't know that magic now needs the same help. He's fresher than me.
Give me a, what do I call this?
I think there is a programming, maybe with TechMaker to make a program, fabrication, or invention,
Yeah, that's
elect electronic security tech,
yeah, electronic security tech, as you kind of
invention or fabrication.
um
Invention would fit, I think.
yeah, I'd say invention was fit. You're kind of like meshing your two.
Yeah.
With a critical fail, Kraken gets an
Ooh.
18.
Oh.
Failing forward. So the code it's on the fly. It's messy. It's
Yeah.
ugly. It's
It's
definitely
Kraken.
it's definitely not your best work. But the message does get out. You don't hear anything right away, but just
Yeah.
about as you're about to log off, you hear, hello again, comrade. It's good to see you again.
Thank you very much for your help. My other friend has the same problem.
The drug is more than just you.
Yes, it's very many people. Maybe we could mass produce. Uh, uh, I think then they are using the agent. It's like your younger, less smart brother. It's pseudo AI. So maybe we can fangle some idea to help everybody else. I know you're very busy existing, and it's very hard to do stuff like that, but I want to help people.
Helping you was only possible because you are Netrunner, and your brain chemistry is very unique.
Oh,
Many. You have so many drugs in your system, my friend. So many drugs.
yeah.
How do you live? Anyways.
Happy.
Боже мой. Helping your friends will be much harder. You need to find the drug itself. We were able
Okay.
to help you because you are special.
I'm the chosen one. Thank you for the news.
Maybe. Don't know about that.
Okay, I'm not the chosen one. Still happy.
But it did work, da?
Da, very good.
It's good to hear. I will. Well, I don't do much else than scour the internet these days. But I will do that and see what I can find. There are many dangerous waters to swim.
Could I do something more to help you? I found this computer thing. It's very high tech.
Oh,
I will erase because there are some leads to you. I will erase those.
Ah, thank you very much, friend. I appreciate it greatly. I am surprised you found the server. I thought it would have fallen into the pit by now. But it is good that you have found it. It is good to have seen you again.
Likewise.
I will contact you how I can.
Da.
Stay safe, my
Thank you.
friend, and watch out for the cats. You cannot trust the cats.
Yes, you as well. Thank you very much.
Do
And
svidania, comrade.
bye-bye.
Going back to Red Death and Magic, we're just gonna finish out with these two. Magic, you're having a great time. You're dancing.
Yeah.
People are giving you drugs for free. I mean, you didn't know Night City had this many flavors of Nicola. Like, and that's not a drug, by the way. That's literally Coke with nicotine in it.
Well, there is drug in Night City in Cola as well.
Yeah. But yeah, you're Red Death, you haven't seen her this happy ever. She's dancing.
Not awkwardly.
Not
Gonna
awkwardly.
crash so bad.
Give me a performance check, Magic. How well are you dancing?
All I have is acting.
Shit.
In performance, it's acting. Yeah.
That's not
In
what I wanted.
Social,
Give
it
her
would
plus
be.
There
No,
is
body
dancing.
dance.
On ability
Body dance.
dancing.
There we go.
Yes.
9.
It's terrible. You
How-
can tell
how-
she's never been on the dance floor.
I'm just curious. I'm gonna. How well would Red Death dance is much better than Magic does, apparently.
You're a little bit more graceful than her. Like,
He's not dancing behind the wall.
I'm not
though.
even.
I'm just-
I'm not even saying that as. I'm not even saying that as an insult. Magic's dex is like 3. She's all thumbs. It's.
I don't have any
white-
skills in dancing. I'm just.
It's white girl dancing. You know. Lots of jumping up and down, lots of woos.
an unfortunate unfortunate attempt at twerking. I'm assuming
Oh my god.
because that was
It
very
does-
white girl for a while.
It doesn't matter what, like, we're not going to go into what is Magic Cake out of 10, but she does not know how to use it. Yeah, it's
That's a callback.
at some point one of the other guys is like, dude, it's not a mosh pit, but you're blissed out. These people are giving you free drugs. You're high. There's a cat.
Yeah.
The cat's, totally gassing you up. You're such an amazing dancer.
Yeah.
You're beautiful. Everyone loves you.
Cat's becoming my best friend.
Yeah, cat's becoming your best friend. And yeah, Red, that's what you see. You see her dancing terribly and then going down to pet a pillow. And her saying, "Good kitty."
There's no cat there, is there?
It's a pillow. Like literally just a cushion. It's silk. She thinks it's a cat. No, sorry, it's not silk, it's shag. That's why she thinks it's a cat.
For a moment there, I thought it was. You said Cheshire, the exotic, was there.
Yes.
Is he actually there, or is?
He's actually there.
Okay.
He's
But she's just
watching-
petting the pillows around him.
She's petting the pillows. He's very pleased with himself. The pardon the pun, cat that ate the canary.
So it's. You said that they're just portholes that I can look through, essentially.
Yeah.
He shoots through them.
In this big, is it a thick wall?
You can sort of gauge by looking at like the rim, like the edge of the porthole or whatever. This glass is probably 1.5 inches thick, and
Okay.
likely not made of glass.
Red is literally debating at the moment. So I'm gonna bring up a video game, but in Deus Ex, either Mankind Divided or one of there's a thing
One
where
of
you
the
can
newer
literally
ones.
punch through walls and grab people.
Deus Ex operates on a slightly higher strength scale than Cyberpunk does.
I'm aware of that, but it's because
punching-
I'm thinking because it's such a thin wall.
Yeah.
It's likely just plaster.
This is steel.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I can say don't
they're
go there.
made.
You
Everything's
went there.
pretty much made out of metal, basically.
Okay. I was literally thinking that it was kind of the terrible walls that are just so easy to punch through.
Drywall.
Drywall. Thank you.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't think of the
no,
name.
this is not drywall. It was definitely, they took some time to construct it. It was not, just shot together. But you do have an agent. And Magic does still have her phone on her.
Yeah, there's the debate of if I message her, will it be private? Because how is it oh, my friend just texted me. Listen to what he said.
Or you call her.
Yeah, or you could call her.
Oh, put him on speakerphone so everyone can hear him. Say hi.
What's up?
I'm just saying.
It's an option. It really depends on what Magic's gonna do.
And it also depends on if Magic is sober enough to realize I should probably get out of here.
I don't know if she is. That's the problem.
Which even if Red comes and goes, you should get out of here. But Red, can't you hear the music? Yeah, just listen to the music. That is a terrible Magic impression of her being high, by the way. Just, I'm aware it's horrible. I'm just
so it's all due respect, the op is a bust.
Yeah.
You've got, instead of you extricating yourself, you now have to extricate Magic somehow.
And Morocco all over again. Okay.
Did you guys hear that?
Holy cow, did we ever? That was amazing.
Yeah,
That was
It sounds like bubble wrap.
that just
Someone
worked
who
out
also
well for
cracks
me.
their knuckles. That was really impressive.
yeah.
All right, so
he's going to look for the best way to come in, and he's going to try to find a way that he can get behind one of those guys in those partitions,
and
just kind of come out behind them. And
it appears that these rooms are enclosed, but you've only looked through one of the portholes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to find my way in.
Yeah,
essentially.
I'm gonna ask for a tactics roll.
You got it.
Can I roll to see if I'm getting less high?
Give me an awareness roll. Perception.
26.
26.
And a 20 for tactics.
So we'll resolve the 26 before we resolve the 20. That was Magic's critting. In your hallucination, you're in the forests behind your home. You're a little kid, because that's the memory, that's the size, the height that you have the most memories from. And you're hiding from Mr. White again. It's fun. You like doing it. It pisses him off. It's great. As you're hiding from him, you kind of realize that the tree you're hiding against doesn't feel like a tree. And you know these trees. You blink and you kind of like pet the tree, and it feels like metal. And then you blink and it's a reinforcement pillar for you see him in basements sometimes. where there needs to be a beam, but there isn't, so they just
The
make
almost stripper pole. You know?
yeah, the almost the
And now you're saying I was hiding behind it.
it's not a stripper pole. It does not look anything like
It
one.
doesn't, but it's
other than it's cylindrical and
The advanced
Yeah.
vertical.
stripper.
yeah.
Because if you tried to do that, you're gonna lose your top floor. So you realize that's you're in a room somewhere, and what the fuck are you wearing? You look like a streetwalker. And you start to hear your mother's voice, which was always kind of teasing. Like, never. Your mom wasn't a bitch like your dad was, but she also wasn't the nicest of people.
Relatable. Sorry, no, my mom's wonderful. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But she's certainly more known for her acerbic wit. So you look like a streetwalker, dear.
I don't know why I'm wearing this.
What are you doing out here? It's time to go to school. You need to get dressed.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
It's okay, honey. Just don't let your dad see you.
Yeah.
And don't let Mr. White see you. It's funnier that way.
It really is.
And you kind of creep out the door, you know. As you're leaving, the guard that's hiding behind the little shear slips a card into your pocket. Or not pocket, like kind of like into the hem, or not the hem, the waistband of your skirt or whatever you're wearing.
Like dropping a dollar bill into a stripper. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. And you're literally just Red Death, you're literally just about to, you know, scale the side of this thing and break in through the roof because they couldn't have boxed it all in.
Needs to be some kind of ventilation in there. Otherwise,
Exactly.
Jesus.
It's, you know, it's not an entire hot box, you know, it's not physically possible. You watch Magic drop to the ground, kind of peek around at Cheshire, like from behind the pile of pillows and support pillar, and then like sneak out the door while everybody is clearly watching her sneak out the door. That solved itself, sort of.
Yeah.
She's still acting really weird.
Yeah, I need to go get her. This is not one of the times for one of one of my many fun grenades, because there are too many civilians here. Still.
And that is where we are going to.
One more
off.
thing, because I think it would be a funny ending. So Kraken would turn his radio on to Red Dead. So I talked to my SAI friend, and he said that he cannot replicate the thing that he did to my brain, because my brain is too special and unique. So we have to find another way to save Tommy from Rainbow.
Oh, that sucks, because Magic is high as fuck. Scene.
What?
And scene.
Scene.
do do do
Yeah.
do do do
Like the what from Kraken like reverberates
just
through
what?
whole night city.
Yeah. So that was today. Thank you all for coming. I'm sure Exit's going to be furious that this didn't turn out, or this turned out the way it did. I, however, am absolutely fucking jacked about it. I think this is awesome.
Best part is you don't even know how to get Rainbow, and you're addicted to it.
She
But
knows
Kraken
how.
does.
She
Oh yeah, no,
just
she does know how.
she just literally just got introduced to a dealer.
The good thing
so
is
yeah,
that
thank you everybody.
here has already connection. It was amazing, but Kraken will be so mad.
Yep.
So mad.
So
How do
yeah,
you think Magic is gonna feel when she realizes what's happened?
this is gonna be
And
great.
he told her not to go there. It's dangerous. And she gave him so much shit.
Yep. This is the best part.
This is the one time Red went, fine, do the dangerous thing. And he's going, God damn it.
I honestly could not have planned this. There's no fucking way I could have planned this, but thank you for adding this wrinkle to our plot. Thank you, Brill. Thank you, Scarred. Thank you, Sans. And I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank-
It was amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you,
And
Kevin,
thank
for
you,
producing. I do
Sarah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just
thank
imagining
you.
suddenly that there are some
Thank
waist
you,
high
Mike.
holes in just some fake walls that they put up, and there's just waist high holes for just reasons.
Yes.
This isn't that kind of
terrible.
club. This is not that kind of club.
They're all doing that already.
So thank you, Bat Kyle, for adding some fucking great shit to the chat.
Thank you, Bat Kyle.
So
my favorite thing is still the Klingon looking through a hole and going, "Hello, I seek glory."
So Rainbow's this much fun. What's glory like? So yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling through this ending while I still can. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on the Twitch VOD, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, also thank you very much. Hit the like and subscribe button, notification bell, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment if you want. I do read them. I do appreciate every comment that's left. Tell me how bad I'm doing. Tell me how good I'm doing.
You are doing wonderful.
Tell me how disappointed you are in me.
Yeah, some great parenting from
Been gone for a while, and then bam, come back and just immediately letting Charge get addicted to drugs.
Yeah, so that is our game.
Exit will be. I left you for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Big Sis is gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you guys for watching. I know times are really shitty right now. And lots of people are stressed. But if you can't be nice to each other, at the very least, be kind. Have a good night.
Good night.
Night,
Night.
y'all.